Hello, Groove. David Lemon here for Groove.cm Q&A number 2 this year. We actually skipped over last week's Q&A and we did the Groove-a-thon. So hopefully you watched the Groove-a-thon. If you haven't, head over to groovedigital.com/Groove-a-thon. I'm going to type it out here for you. So https://groovedigital.com /Groove-a-thon. And if you haven't watched it, head over to this URL. This is where you will be able to see all of the replays and all of the stuff that we went over last week. How to use each of the apps, how to use GroovePages, how to use GrooveSell. Like actually, the presentation on GrooveSell was pretty awesome. It went over 2 days. So it was on Tuesday and Thursday. So there's a couple of hours of full-on training, full-on demo on how to use it. All of our videos on YouTube are timestamped, so you can find everything that you need. But if you're looking for something on how to use the platforms, if you're looking for the latest videos, head over to Groove-a-thon page on our website, and then you'll be able to see each and every app, how to use it. So we didn't go over all of the apps, like for example Groove Video, because it's barely just a video hosting. It still has a couple of great functionalities, but the majority of the apps that need demoing were demoed during the Groove-a-thon. So hopefully you saw them. Hopefully you will be able to watch them and a replay if you missed them. And yeah, this week I committed to do three different Q&As. So it will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There will be three different Q&As, so you can come and ask your questions. If you are just joining Groove, welcome. It's good to have you here. If you are a person that is already here with us for quite some time, then welcome back, guys. Yeah, so the Q&As for this week, they are going to be again on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Central European time. This is my time zone, and this is where I like to do my Q&As. It just fits my timeline and schedule the best. That means it is noon in the Eastern Americas. So on that part of the world, it is noon. So please calculate the time for yourself. We will schedule the actual Q&As a day in advance. So I'm going to be scheduling it tonight for Wednesday, so that you will have some time to actually work around your schedule and fit it in somehow. All right, now that that's out of the way, I can start my Q&A by just talking about what I love the best, and that's Groove, and you guys, of course. So let's just see who is here with us. Bruce Merrifield saying hola from Costa Rica. It's good to have you here. Scorpio Orion, greetings from New Westminster. Cool. Rob is here. Martin Guda is here. I have a couple of Facebook users saying hello, David. Hey, David, how are you feeling today? Thank you very much, Lizu. I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Gary's here. James, Yogi Patel saying no sound. Not sure, guys. If you are hearing me, if you are seeing me, please let me know. Maybe only Yogi has some issues with his speakers, maybe. Not sure. Coach Ryan is here. Ismail is watching us. Good to see you after fantastic Groove-a-thon. Thank you very much. Good to have you here as well. Jody is here. Kevin Strite is watching. Hey, Kevin, it's good to have you here. Neil, Calvin, Andrew Phillips, Rick is here. I have another Facebook user. So if I clicked on your name and you showed up as Facebook user, I would appreciate if you head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. I'm going to share my screen and show you what it does. So it's basically a website where streamyard.com/Facebook. And this will allow you to actually let StreamYard use your Facebook Live, use your name and the profile image on Facebook Live. So you just click on this button and that's it. You see, so it's basically permissions that are given to StreamYard, the platform we use for streaming, so that when I click on your comment, it will actually show up as a visible name and a profile image for me. All right, let's just remove this one and come back just to say hi to Monique, to Gino, Alan, anti-god, or anti-god, not sure still how to pronounce it. Newbie Video, SJ, Brandon. All right, perfect. Minavo Coaching, Soterius is here. Perfect. We have a great crowd today. All right, so let me just start saying about just generally what happened since last time I saw you, which was Friday, so just 3 days ago, two days. Anyway, um, we had a deployment of a pretty big deployment for GroovePages. Some of you noticed, some of you may have not noticed if you didn't log in. But what we did is we had a database of sites and pages that was moving really slow, and it was just an old technology that we started using when we developed GroovePages. Now what we decided is to move it to a much stronger, beefier, faster database, which is going to make things easier for our developers in the long run, and also make the platform, the GroovePages platform, run faster. So when we did that, of course, we tested the deployment before, and we have two different places where we test. We have a so-called test server, which is kind of an isolated place where we can do all sorts of different tests. We also have a pre-production server, which means that the same code and the same things that are live that you guys are using, we have cloned that, and we are using it on a so-called pre-production server, and we have tested our deployment for the moving the databases and the migration of pages and everything there. So when everything looked good, we said, all right, let's do it. We have a launch and we need to kind of have faster pages and everything. And what happened when we deployed it, the actual migration started. We migrated the pages. We showed a little notice on the right hand side. Your pages are being migrated, and it gets done pretty fast. What we didn't know, that the actual migration on the live server for some reason changed the site ID. So whenever you were logging in and editing your pages on GroovePages, you had in the address bar, I don't know, groovepages.com/page/ or site/ something 12345 hashtag. So that was the site ID. So that 12345, basically 5 numbers followed by the hashtag that was your site ID. Now with a new database, the thing happened that this site ID got rewritten. It got renewed. So it's not 5 characters anymore, but I believe there's many more characters now. Let me just have a look. So a site ID looks like this one right now. You see, there is many more characters. And due to this little issue that you may see here, a lot of other different things started happening, which wasn't happening on the previous test servers, but we learned that right now. Certain elements of the page stopped working. In certain cases, the menu isn't loading. In certain cases, some of the buttons stopped working. The share links got some issues, but what we did over the weekend is we made sure that all of these things get fixed, and this is still happening. So we still have some couple small things to do, like for example, right now the revisions are not working. They want to bring in the revisions from the previous version of the page, the previous version of the site ID, which doesn't exist anymore on the new database. So that's being fixed right now. It should be done by tomorrow, and hopefully the system should be back and running, but faster than ever. So if you experience any kind of glitches over the weekend, this is because of the short story I just told you. But nothing major got broken. There is no issues with publishing. There is no issues with anything else. It's literally just because of the site ID got a couple extra characters. Some of those stuff need to just kind of get refreshed by the developers, and that's what we are doing right now. And it should be back and running within the next day or within the next couple of days. Basically we did 3 deployments yesterday, 2 deployments today for different fixes, so you shouldn't have any issues within the next couple of days. All right, so this was just a quick backstory to tell you about what happened. It was a huge change within the system. It was one of the biggest changes from when we actually started with Groove, and it went pretty well. So even though we had a couple of glitches and bugs, and some of you got really mad at us, please don't, because this is a change for the long run. We will fix these small issues, and in the long run, your business will be running much faster and smoother on Groove. All right, so now that is out of the way, I'm going to go and answer the questions. As you guys know, if you have been following us and the Q&As previously, I go over to Facebook and answer the questions from there first. And the questions I got here are the following. So let me just open this in a bigger view and scroll and zoom in and then answer here. Banke has a question. What is the meaning of type, field identifier, field label, field option, and default value? Any tutorial in some detail telling about all this? So any training that you see, Banke, about GrooveMail will go over setting up a custom field with GrooveMail. But let me just quickly show you what those fields are. If you have been following our Groove-a-thon in GrooveMail last week, I also did a mistake and I didn't know that we added this. The default value inside a form is something new that was very recently added. We needed it for our launch. And I'm going to explain what that means right now. So, all right. Banki is asking about things when you're setting up a form in GrooveMail, and more importantly, a custom field. Like you can choose a drop-down menu, radio buttons, checkboxes, text input, text area, and let's just do text input. This is just a normal input on a form, like type in your email or what's your name. So field identifier is the field that is going to be used if you're connecting your form to a different platform, for example. You probably know when you are doing, I saw, Banke, you were working with GetResponse previously in the past. In GetResponse, the first name field is called first name together. In MailChimp, it's first _name. So the name of the field itself is the field identifier. So in case you're creating, for example, a superhero field, like what superhero are you? Then I would say superhero _name. All right. And then the placeholder is the actual text that shows inside the text field. So the field placeholder, you can see that this field has already a placeholder which says enter placeholder text. So this is the actual placeholder inside that field. So let's just see, for our superhero example, we can type in what superhero are you? All right. So this is the field placeholder. If you want to make it required or not, then you just toggle this box. But the default value is something that we will rename, and that I didn't know what this means, but this is considered as a fallback value. So if you're importing your list, for example, and in your previous email autoresponder, you didn't ask for this information. You didn't ask the users what superhero are there. And if there is no value entered from somewhere else, then what will be the fallback? What will be the value that is defaulting to if there is nothing? Okay, so you can leave it empty. You can just click OK, save, and that means that the field will be empty if you import a list and this superhero value is missing. But in case you want, you can edit the field and you can add a default value, or actually when you're creating it, you can then add it. Default value could be I don't know, a URL. It could be no value added, or it could be something that you decide to have. This is pretty advanced setting, but some of the people that are working more with migrating webinar contacts or migrating from a different email service platform, those will understand what the default value is. I have instructed our team to actually add on a little tooltip over here to change this default value to fallback value, to basically understand it a little bit better. And a little tooltip: when you hover over it, it will explain that in case there is no value added when you're importing a contact, for example, or when a contact shows up in your contact list, then show this value instead. All right, so let's just see. All right, so that was the first question. After 20, 22/02/2022, this is the day when we are going out of beta, and when we are actually moving to a monthly paid plan. So this is when the lifetime offer ends. 22/02/2022. When lifetime accounts end, will Groove be coming out of beta? The lifetime accounts are never ending. The lifetime accounts are lifetime. The lifetime offer is ending, so whoever doesn't purchase it later on will not be able, or whoever purchased it right now are good, but whoever missed out the opportunity to get on a lifetime will not have another possibility or another chance to kind of get it. So we will be going out of beta on that date, which means not much. Is just that we will need to kind of have a different way of creating our deployments. Currently, whenever we have coded something, we have run a couple of tests, and we really just went and kind of got it live for you guys. This is how we were able to kind of push out new huge features almost every week. When we're outside beta, or when we are actually not in beta anymore with some of our apps, we will need to kind of handle the testing and the deployments a little bit differently. So what we will do is we will not be deploying so fast. We will not be deploying so frequently. We will be pushing out updates like once a month, because when we code something and we kind of push it live, this may break something that we push next, that we push after, or what we push out live, like a new feature gets pushed live, that may break something because it was not properly tested with each and every new update, with the fixes, with everything that was added. So what we will do is kind of slow down the development, and we will work more carefully. So out of beta means the platform will be more stable, and that's what we need to do. So we need to give up something. We will give up the actual frequent deployments in terms in return to a more stable platform. So that's what is happening. JC Con saying, when setting up a sequence in GrooveMail, I have three-part email sequence that goes out when subscribed to a list. I need to use time delays in between emails. How are they configured? When they sign up for the list, they get an automatic email that comes to them. I set the time delay to wait 1 day before the second email arrives. Now I need to add another time delay before the third email arrives. Do I add the second time delay to wait another day, or do I say wait 2 days before the third email arrives to the subscriber? So, great question. This was asked on the Groove-a-thon as well. So when you're setting up sequences in GrooveMail, and in most of the email platforms that you may be using or may have been using, what happens is that you are adding in things, and after each action, hold on. Oh yeah, we had the change where you scroll and then you kind of go lower. But yeah, so here we have a send email. Send email. Okay, I don't have any emails, but when you have this email, and let's just say this is the first email when somebody signs up, this email gets sent immediately. If you add a time delay right after the previous step, wait a number of days, wait until a specific date, you can actually consider it that this is working. This is working like this. So you will send an email, then you will wait. Then after this one, you can send another email. Let's just put some dummy text in here. All right. Anyway, so basically what you do is you send an email, then you wait. Then you send an email, then you wait. So you need to put in a time delay, because that means there is an email sent and then you need to wait. That's the action. Wait 1 day. Then you send an email, then you wait again. So that's the flow that you need to do. Not wait 2 days before the third email arrives. That's how I would not do. Right now, there is some problem with publishing the pages. When will it be solved? I do not know what publishing pages issue you have. I was just working on, I was just on a call with the devs and everything is working smoothly. If you, Nitin, are finding some problems with publishing, please just give more details about the problem. What is the sum problem? Explain it, record a video, go to support, and the support will be able to communicate with the developers directly if something like this is happening. The Q&A is not the best place to ask about these problems, because I do not know what the problem is. So please just record a detailed video in case you are having this issue, which shouldn't be happening because the publishing shouldn't have been affected. And if there was any issues with publishing, we would already know, because we did a couple of changes already on our pages, because we are doing a launch and we are changing stuff around. I can create a new website with template in GroovePages. Is there a workaround? All right, this is a thing that I've seen as well, and the thing is that the templates don't show up as fast as they were. Let me just show you why. All right, so when you click and you see single pages are missing, when you go to complete site templates, they're here. The funnels are here. The webinars are here. But the single pages are missing. But they're not missing, because I'm going to put up my hands and you will see they are going to appear in a couple of minutes or half a minute. The issue is because single pages, they actually need to fully load to show up. The complete sites, they just show a screenshot. So this is a flow that we will be changing. I think tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. But if you wait a couple of seconds, or if you just close this and come back after some time, the single pages will show up. And we know it is not the best flow, but it is actually something that is related to this migration. So when we migrated the templates, this issue showed up, and this will be fixed within the next day or two. But yeah, as you see, the complete sites are here, the funnels are here, the webinars are here, but the single pages need a little bit more time to load. So let's just give it a little bit of time, and I'm going to come back in a moment. Chester has a question. In GrooveMember version 2, will there be a search bar on the member section? Same with version 1, and ETA for this. Yes, so we will have all sorts of different member management, even better than the version 1. At this moment, what we are working on fully is the access level. The access level management, because that goes very, very, very tightly along with the members. So when you have members, you need to be able to manage their access levels. Right now, our access levels is changing completely. So we are, if you have been following our Groove-a-thon, we are merging the membership access levels and the course access levels to kind of be one. So because of that, we didn't do any changes yet on the members management. We will have searches and we will have different types for managing the members. But at this moment, the first thing we need to finish is the access levels. And that is basically in progress and soon to be finalized. Let's just check back on this one. Okay, still didn't load. Yeah, it's very, very strange. In certain cases, it shows up pretty fast. But let's see from the pages aspect here, how long does it need? All right, I'm going to move to the next question, which is from Rob. 2 questions, not a single one of my sites hamburger buttons are working on mobile. Rob, there's a fix for that. It already probably went live or will go live. Try to republish your pages in case you're having any site hamburger button issues. It should work once you refresh. All right. I have a drop down on services, but when I click on the services, there is no mega menu option. It's on some pages and not others. And do they work on mobile, or would wouldn't use on mobile. I wouldn't use megamenus on mobile because I mean, they are mobile optimized, but they don't give a very good experience when you do mobile, because they hide all of the content on the page if you're viewing it for mobile. So in my opinion, it's not a good user experience. So I wouldn't show it on mobile, but you can if you prefer. But yeah, for the hamburger menu, just give it a new publish. The whole site, it should show up. If it's not yet, then we're still didn't have the deployment, which I think should happen soon. Let me just check. Um, um, just checking with the dev just to see if that was already live. But even if it is, if that fix is pushed, you will need to republish your pages. Can you go over how to make each page in the navigation change color in hover mode? I think that was affected. Uh, it was affected last time. There was a report already from you. I saw. I have told support 4 months. When I click save, it all goes away. It actually worked this week, and when everything else was all screwed up, but nothing this morning. It no longer works. Can you show how to make it work? I think there's a problem we'll need to look into. So at this moment, I I wouldn't be able to show it how to work with it, because I think it's not working. But the devs are saying that last night there was a push for the hamburger menu, so please just republish and test it out. Is a portal going away from GrooveMember? For us who have different categories with digital products, the need for a portal to host both categories, memberships, and digital product courses are important, but I don't want to build it out that way if the portal is going away. So my opinion was that the actual okay, yeah, here's Monique saying that the hamburger menu is working now. Here we go. Perfect. Thank you, Monique. So the portal was with the version 2. In my understanding, it was going to be merged with a membership site, which turns out to be not something that Mike wanted, and I understand his perspective, because a membership site is really, you have one membership, and the site for that membership is going to be only tied to that one membership, not to the whole, to the to everything, which makes sense if we think about that. So the portals will not be going away. They will be adding in more functionalities to the portal. At this moment, I don't think it works with the version 2. Let's just check. So I don't think the portals work with the version 2, but we will have a look. Let's just see. Let's just click on the portals over here. Or maybe let's just edit this one. Yes, so the membership that I have for version 2 are not showing over here. We will be adding those in, and then portals will be getting a little bit more extra functionality in the future as well. At this moment, we'll just focus first on getting the access levels and sorting out the content stuff for the version 2. Then we'll be extending with the portals. All right. Top web creations in GrooveMail. There used to be a way in a sequence to send on a particular day of the week, say this Saturday. This seems to have disappeared. Can that be added back in? There used to be a way in a sequence to send on a particular day of the week, say Saturday. Let's check. You may be right, because when we were changing this UI, there were some of the things um, were changed, and we'll need to look into the older UI. If we had it in the older UI, that means that the code is there. We just need to put in an option for it. So that should be pretty simple to do. I'll check with the guys. Let me just screenshot this. All right. Cool. The feature request part of the account feedback no longer seems to be working. No new requests have been added in 3 months. That's not really correct. I have posted multiple feature requests and nothing happens, and I get no response. Uh, I manage the feature requests, and I see all of the requests. I get an email about each and every one of them, and I read it, and I immediately put it on my lists. There is no way for me to reply back through the platform that we're using. So there is no response. If you're waiting for response or asking questions on the feature request, like when is this coming, there's no way for me to reply back, unfortunately. They don't have this messaging system. When will it be fixed? There's nothing broken. Also, the feature request now is not searchable by app, and the previous one was. Yes, I know that. This was mentioned that that it's coming in February by the platform you're using. We're using Looped-in. So Looped-in is the platform we're using for the roadmap. I see all the feature requests. I will not make all of them visible because many of them are repeating. And when we have the feature requests and it turns on this sorting and filtering, there will be a lot of things that come on top because they are upvoted. So a lot of feature requests are repeating, and I'm not going to be doing all visible because most of them are already in there. New feature requests have been coming in, and I'm going to make them visible, those that are not repeating or those that are needed to be visible. There are a lot of things that are just not feature requests and that are not bugs. There is a lot of things that people put in there that are like questions or support related stuff, like I cannot log in. Literally, that's the report. I cannot log in. So there's nothing for me to do with that one. So it's not going to be made visible. But yeah, it's working. I'm getting emails every day, every night when I'm sleeping. My phone is ringing. So it's working. Don't worry about that. I see every ticket, and that's my job to kind of make sure that they get actioned. Is the custom landing page feature available yet, and can it be used for the Groove launch? The custom landing pages have been working for half a year now. Well, maybe not half a year, but for pretty good 4 solid months, they are already live. When you're going into Groove Affiliate, and I hope we're talking about the same custom landing pages. Groove Affiliate, you go to promos. You can click on the actual platform you want to promote. It's most probably either Groove.cm or Groove over here. You click on affiliate links, and here you have custom landing pages, which means that any link from the internet. So let me just open youtube.com, can become my affiliate link. Create, and if I share this, it's going to go to YouTube, but it left an affiliate cookie, so that if somebody now goes and signs up on Groove, they will be signed up under my login. So this is a very cool way to kind of do any link from the internet as your affiliate link. So yes, that's live for a solid 4 or 5 months, almost a half a year now. If not, how can I connect GrooveSell form to Groove to the page I'm building to my target niche? That's not related to what I just explained. If not, how can I connect a GrooveSell form for Groove to the page I'm building to my target niche? Connecting a GrooveSell form where? If you want to put a GrooveSell form on your page, you just copy the embed code. So you go to GrooveSell. You go to GrooveSell, you go to tools, you create a checkout form for your funnel, for the product that you want, and then you click on the shopping cart. Once you went through the wizard, you take this embed code and you paste it into your page, and that's basically going to give you the checkout form capabilities on the page itself. Or inside Groove, you can use also the element which is called checkout. Checkout embed here. You see, there's a placeholder, but if you go to use GrooveSell checkout, then you can just set up you decide what funnel, what product, what link, and then you click, and then it refreshes, and then you will have the actual checkout visible. So we will not show it anymore. That's a latest update for Groove. We won't show the actual embeds on the page anymore. We will just kind of trigger it when you preview or publish. So this embed code already has a code, and this one also has a functionality, but it won't show because that's new change we did. We had an issue where you embedded something on the page and it duplicated, so it showed multiple times. That won't happen anymore with the new change that we did. Do you ever sleep? Sometimes I try really hard to, but with two little babies, it's very hard. So yeah, I know that you're talking about Groove, but yes, I try to be here as much as possible. Katrina has a question. Hey, David, we're loving GroovePages, but finding GrooveMember quite tricky to work out. Couple of questions. Do you know when we will be able to upload audios to GrooveMember? I do not have the exact date, but I think that's coming soon. The thing is that we will be adding in more functionality to the actual page builder. We'll be doing more elements in the next month or two. So I believe that's when we are going to be adding in more elements like the audio element. It's confusing with the current access levels. I know we are working on that one right now. Just wondering if it could be memberships, courses, modules instead. Not sure I understand this question, but it's confusing for sure with the current access levels. And I was told by February 15th or 16th or something like that, we'll have the access levels kind of finalized with the new version. So that should be making it easier for us, for everybody to use. So there's that. Hopefully that's going to make it easier for you as well to kind of understand it and use for yourself. All right, let me just jump in very quickly and see your questions from the live stream. All right, Sotiris had a question. Hi there, I did succeed in the past, but I'm trying to do it for another domain too, and I can't find it. Bought a domain from Namecheap and add it to Groove, but how can I manage the domain in CloudFlare? All right, so you added the domain from Namecheap directly to Groove. So you should be able to go into your Groove account, click on the, let me just zoom out, click on the top. Oops, I'm not sharing my screen. So you go to your Groove account, you click on the top over here, you can go to My Account. And here in the domains, you should be able to manage it. If you didn't add it here, but through your Cloudflare account, then you manage your DNS records through your Cloudflare account. If you would need more information, if you need more help, if you don't understand what I just said, feel free to let me just go to the dashboard. Feel free to click on this help button and ask a question from our team. They would be happy to help. Let me just see here. Can we reorder the order that courses show in GrooveMember 2.0? I don't think that's possible right now, Kevin. I will do. Actually, not I will, but the devs have already planned to do it, something like what portals have, so that you can click and reorder them in the membership site. All right, Groove-a-thon was excellent last week. I took lots of notes and I'm still going over the content bit by bit. Yeah, that definitely was an overwhelm of content. And for those that are not in Groove with the Groove apps every day, I think it will make sense to kind of rewatch the videos, go slowly, and that's going to help you understand a lot. I'm actually being told for those that reported revisions are not working, that is fixed right now for GroovePages as well. You would just need to exit, do a hard reload, and come back if your revisions were not working. Will GrooveMember 2.0 soon have the ability to track completion of modules? Yes, we will be adding in a new cool. We will be adding in a new progress bar, and a progress bar will do all sorts of different things. The progress bar itself will do the tagging in certain cases, like this person finalized 50% of the course and things like that. So the progress bar is a big feature that will get added. I do not have an ETA. I believe that's going to be in Q2. Q1 is pretty busy with all sorts of different changes. We'll be adding in a new template as well. But in Q2, I believe we will have the progress bar functionality, which will have many more things kind of built in. Many smaller tasks will be added into the progress bar functionality. All right. Getting ready to build our first complete webinar system with GrooveWebinar. Wish me luck. Go, Kevin. Go. Let me know if you get stuck somewhere. There's still polishing to be done. There's still functionalities. Actually, I have a list of, I believe, 50 something things that I still want to do, kind of changes and customization option, and just move some buttons around to make it better. And yeah, basically it will be great. But so far it works, it's functional. You can definitely set up a great webinar. Are there any updates on sales taxes, especially something for VAT? Normally we need to write out VAT in the invoice. Yes, we talked about that. This is coming. So we will have Q1. This is something we kind of said on the Groove-a-thon. Q1 we'll have an integration with TaxJar. TaxJar is an automatic platform that handles the VAT and the taxes. And in the Q2 we will have full VAT reporting with VAT number checks and all sorts of different functionalities. So that's in Q2. Hi David, do you know when audios will be uploaded? Okay, I actually answered that one. Can I add a product from GrooveKart to Facebook Shop? Yes. Facebook Shop. Okay, so Facebook Shop is the new platform that is available to some people in, I believe, United States for the moment, or maybe even Canada. Facebook Shop is not something we integrate with. You could have a Facebook feed that you can use for Facebook ads. If you can import a feed and feed the products from the Facebook ads to Facebook Shop, then yes, you could do that. But Facebook Shop is just a really early stage thing, and not a lot of platforms integrate with it yet. I can create a website with a template in GroovePages. Is there a workaround? You can. This is just a little bit slow. I was just messaged from the devs. He says, we figured out how to optimize single page loading to be fast as ninja. It will be released when everybody is dreaming. This means coming tonight. So yeah, we're happy about that. So tomorrow you should be able to kind of see the single pages load pretty fast as well. At this moment, there's just a 1 minute, sometimes even longer delay. There is just not something I could suggest you right now for the workaround. But yeah, we are working on an improvement. I noticed that happened to my page. Share link's not working. Yeah, that should be working right now. Please check it out. When will we be able to mail to affiliates that sign up for Groove under our links? It isn't possible in Groove Mail. That's correct. It isn't possible right now. We are working on that integration with Groove Mail team. So I talk about we're working on it right now. We have at this moment I would say 4 or 5 huge tasks. One of those tasks is by the Groove Mail team, and when I say huge, I mean multi-week, multi-month task that just doesn't have an ETA because it is huge. It involves a lot of dependencies from different teams, and I cannot give a clear estimate. So at this moment, I would say that by March we will be finalizing that, but even before March, we will have already some functionalities that are made available for users. So what we're working on is on the brains of the company, and that's the activity logs. Let me just very quickly show you what the activity log is. For some of you um, that are watching these Q&As frequently, I explain sometimes that the activity log is something that let's just click on Boom Shakalaka. Boom Shakalaka is my test account, and what you're seeing now is the contact details in GrooveMail. The contact details will show the contact information, the fields, the tags, the lists that the contact is added to, the custom fields as well. Like if this Boom Shakalaka person would fill out the form that I created earlier, like what superhero are you, then the answer would show up here. All right, but that's not what is important. What is important is this activity here. So at this moment it's still saying coming soon, but this is basically being worked on right now. So this activity log is going to look something like this. Let me just show you. And this is the brains of Groove. So this is a huge task. It involves every app, everything that you can think of that can be done in Groove is being added into it right now. And this is going to allow emailing anybody. Let me show you very quick. Where is Groove Mail? Here it is. All right. I'm just opening it something on a different screen. I'm going to bring it in when I opened it, just so that you can see what I'm trying to show you. But yeah, so the activity log is going to record each and everything that comes in from there we go, from any of the apps. So what you're seeing right here is the contact details page. We changed it a little bit because first we had the contact details on this side and then the activity log on this side. But the most important thing is this one, because here you will be seeing the sequences, the answered forms, the custom fields, the different tags, the different lists. So this is the main part. So we made this big, and the activity log, we made it small. And this is what you're seeing actually on here. So the contact information is big and the activity log is small. But what is important is this one, is that every action that the person will do will be recorded. So if somebody signs up on your sign up page, for example, or somebody viewed a video, or somebody submitted a form, or somebody subscribed to a campaign, somebody unsubscribed, somebody started a sequence, they purchased something, they refunded something, they signed up as an affiliate, if there is any kind of automation that started, if there's an opt-in or anything really, purchase the product from GrooveKart, for example, everything will be recorded. And based on this activity, you'll be able to do certain actions. Like if somebody signed up as my affiliate, send them an email. If somebody somebody purchased this and this product, but not that one, send them an email, and things like that. So this is the brains that is being worked on, and multiple teams are working on this brains. And this should be done, I believe, by the end of this month, at least in a usable version. And this ties into automations as well. So with GrooveMail, we have a certain amount of automations right now. But when we feed in all this information, we'll be able to do many, many more automations. Like, as I mentioned, affiliate, you'll be able to say if an affiliate comes in, or if somebody signs up as an affiliate in my system, then send them this sequence, send them this, send them that, tag them here, tag them there, send them into integrations and whatever. So this is the brains that we're working on. And a lot of things, when somebody asks me like, hey, when is this coming, I tell them soon, and I tell them that we're working on that because it's tying into this task. So hopefully that gives you an understanding that this is a huge thing. This is literally coming up with an algorithm that Groove will run on. So this is one of the biggest things that we worked on so far, and it's pretty soon to be completed. When will GrooveWebinar live streaming and meeting be active? I want to switch across from Zoom webinars as soon as possible. Yeah, me too. I want to run my streams on GrooveStream as well, but that's just going to be a little bit later. So for now, we are finalizing GrooveWebinar automated, which means that we are putting in the necessary options kind of to set up the customization of the pages, making sure that the pages are responsive, that your widgets are responsive, making sure that the videos that the viewers are kind of watching are playing nicely, making sure that the comments are coming in, making sure that the functionality that needs to be there kind of works. Later on, we will just change from a playing a video to actually streaming your camera, streaming your microphone, streaming your screen maybe. And once we finalize that, I believe it will be somewhere in April or May. We will have that done for GrooveStream and GrooveWebinar Live together. So we will do one streaming capability, and we'll just do that for both of the apps, or all apps that need it. So that's going to come somewhere mid this year, Q2 or Q3. Maybe a support issue, but since the deployment, my pages remain a status of have never been published. This was just a little dot. There is a fix going on for that one as well. Let me just double check. Did dots? I'm going to check, but yeah, this was due to the migration as well, because in the new page ID system, the site that is showing that it's not published yet, but of course it is. So there is or was a fix for that one. I'm just going to double check. Can I use Groove for surveys or quizzes? You will be. We don't have that done yet, so it's going to be a separate app. It's going to be Groove Survey that will be doing the surveys and quizzes. It is going to come somewhere toward the end of Q3. There's a link in the promotion tools entitled Launch Webinar Number 1. Is that the link I should use for sending the cold emails to GrooveSolo Ads? So yes, what we are doing with this launch is we're sending everybody to a webinar where Mike is going to be presenting and promoting Groove. So yes, that is the thing that I would suggest you to do. You could also do the other stuff, like send them to our main page, our main homepage. It is a start of a funnel. They can subscribe and get a free account. Then we get them an upsell and downsell and things like that. But webinars convert higher, and I would suggest to send the traffic to a webinar. I actually answered that one already, so I'm not going to do that one more time. When will Groove have a universal navigation bar? It is being worked on. It's in Q1. It's coming in the next couple of weeks. Where do I find all the updates I've missed? So for this year, I didn't do a full announcement video yet. I will be doing that one this week. We went over the updates within the Groove-a-thon, but it was never kind of a separate video with a list of things that was done. That's something I need to do this week. All right. Google response page as a model. How to get a light shadow at the bottom of header banner as you scroll the results page up under. Google response page as model. I think you're talking about setting up a shadow on the actual navigation menu over here, or the block. So what you could do is select the navigation block, say box shadow, and then you turn on custom box shadow for outset, and then you set up X, something like this, spread, Y offset, blur. Let's see if this actually did something. I think we'll need to just okay, this didn't save. Box shadow. Let's see if I just select a medium or large. Does this affect it? I don't really see it. Yeah, it did. It didn't. We may need to check this one if this could have been also affected by the change. But yeah, it would be through the box shadow when you select a block. But I think this is also not working. Maybe it is not on this page. Maybe it is working somewhere else. Needs to get checked. Let's just check this block. Okay, so it applied a shadow in here. So you see, when let's just choose this one. If I add in another block, then it doesn't work anymore. All right, so this means that we'll need to double check this one. It is adding in when there's one block, but when we have another one, oh, it does it then as well. So you can see there's a slide shadow. Not sure why I didn't do it on the first page here. We'll double check it, but yeah. So once you select the block, you go into box shadow and then you turn it on. All right. When is GrooveBlog going to have all the nerdy stuff? Alejandro, I answered this one, I believe, 2 times during the Groove-a-thon, and I saw your requests in the feature request. I also mentioned that GrooveBlog will be having SEO upgrades. I do not have a timeline for that one. So yeah, when you will be asking again, just make sure that you understand we will be adding that in. I do not have an ETA for now, unfortunately. How to change the favicon? Nor maybe where favicon for what? Favicon for your site, I believe you already know, because you are pretty much answering all the questions inside the Facebook group. So please ask your question again so I can better understand it. Can I clip and use testimonials in the Groove-a-thon videos to promote lifetime? Those videos would probably not be the best because there's a countdown timer going on. I do not suggest you use those, but I believe we have those in the, let me see, if we go to Groove JV. All right, so if we scroll lower, by the way, watch the launch swipes as well. That's an important video in case you're promoting. So video reviews, that's not that. I know that we talked about getting those in here as well. I'll need to double check, but we have somewhere those videos. I'll need to double check. It may be also that what it was delivered when you signed up over here. I'll just check quickly. Give me just one moment. I'm just checking with the marketing team if we actually uploaded those. I know that there was talks about having those added within the promo tools. All right. Let's see when they reply. But oops, I know that there were talks about that, and they just don't know where it was put. I thought that it was in the promo tools, but we'll need to double check. When will Groove have a two-step verification? This is planned for this year. Is add to cart upsell released for everyone yet? I know Mike showed it, but it's still coming soon for me. Yeah, it's coming soon. We are still working on some tweaks when you redirect. Give me just when they redirect to the checkout page. In certain cases, it does not work. And we still need to kind of do another look into it, but that will be done after the launch has passed. All right, so Donna mentioned that the videos that we used as commercials during the Groove-a-thon were sent in JV emails. So if you're signed up for the JV email list, then you should have gotten those. I've sent the full carousel file link. Sorry about that, guys. I just want to get those links so that that you can get those files right now. It was sent with the JV emails, but for those that missed it, I'm going to try. Okay, here we go. I have a folder with the links. That anyone on the internet can view this. Okay, I'm posting it here for the people. Ooh, promo video. All right. Sorry about that I'm typing so much. I just want to get you the resources if you may have missed emails. And I'm going to post it also on Facebook here real quick. There we go. So if you cannot find it inside your emails, you should be having them in a Google Drive. You can download them and reuse them. So those from the Groove-a-thon, they are not the best because they have a countdown timer at the bottom, and you are now given a file or basically a link where you can get those files and use them in your promos. I'm having an issue with a slider block. When I add a block that I created, I can't edit the block. JC, please record a video of what is exactly happening and go to support. They would be looking into it for you, and if they can figure out, they will immediately assist you on spot. Can you have an option inside a single page and website template to favorite or hide templates? There are so many, which is good, but many I would never use. So an option to hide them would be great. We will not be improving this template library that we have currently. We are going to do, and that's basically already started that process. We are going to do a new template library. I did show the kind of the mock-ups and the designs during the Groove-a-thon, so you may want to check out the day number 1. Mike also showed those templates, and I did also on the last day for the future apps when I was talking about that. So we'll have a new cool template library where you have all sorts of different sorting options, tagging, categorizations, searching, so you will be able to find those templates that you like really simply. All right. If I start an email sequence for selling a product and somebody buys, not in GrooveSell, I would like to stop sending that sequence and start a new sequence. Can I do that today in GrooveMill? Yes, you just need to set up an automation. Like if somebody is tagged with this one, then unsubscribe them from a sequence or something like that. So if you are selling through a different sales system and not GrooveSell, then just use tags, or use tags for setting up whoever should receive what. Single pages were loading in about a minute, but now they don't load anymore. Not sure what's happened there. All right, let me just mention it. Actually, I'm not going to mention it because the team is already working. They said that they found a way to make it fast. So tomorrow it should be working great again. Can a new membership built in GrooveMember 2 be added to the portal? Not yet. I tried, but noticed only memberships built with GrooveMember 1 will be available to add to the portal. That's correct. Ismail, I mentioned that earlier. GrooveMember version 2 memberships first need to get the access levels done, and then we can work on the other stuff that is related to GrooveMember, because access levels are the brain for GrooveMember. So that needs to get sorted first. Do I still need to connect a third-party service to send emails through GrooveMail? Yes, that's correct. You need to set up an SMTP server. Would that be Amazon SES? Would that be SendGrid? Would that be something else? For the moment, you need to do that, yes. How do you move pages in a domain over to funnels? I make a sales page and a thank you page for individual clients. The pages are starting to stockpile on their pages. Is there a better way to organize those extra pages that I don't really use after they do the one sell? Just set up to just click the three dots and click move to. Let me show you. So I have now these pages, and I can click these three dots and I can move it to. Then it asks you this site or a different site, and if you want the primary navigation or a funnel. So let me just create a folder. Okay, so funnels could be your folders. Like you can set up something like this, just an empty folder, and you can name it unused pages. Or I use this for legal pages as well. I use a separate folder for legal pages, a separate folder for all sorts of stuff. So for example, I want to move this page to this site. I want to move it to unused pages, and bam, it's gone. It's not here in the primary, it's in the unused pages right now. You can create as many folders as you want within the builder and just kind of organize your life a little bit around this. Question is, blog folder also moved on new fast server? Yes. Actually, the blog itself is not. The blogs are not moved. The connection between when you have a, how do I explain it? When you have your main domain and then you publish to a folder. So your main domain is in GroovePages. Let's just say your website is in GroovePages, and then you use /blog, and then there publish GrooveBlog. The blog GrooveBlog part is not, but the /blog system is still on GroovePages, and that's in the new system. It's a bit complex to understand, but the folder structure, it is in GroovePages, and that's on the new service now. But what loads afterwards is still in GrooveBlog, and it's in a separate database. I think it is in the similar database that GroovePages were upgraded to right now. We'll be able to add pictures soon to lesson in GrooveMember 2. When you click the plus to add section, this is unavailable for me. And not sure what do you mean. Let's just double check. Pictures soon to lessons, like that should be pretty basic. That should be available already. So let's just check. When you click the plus to add a section, this is unavailable. Let's just see. There's two ways to do images. So one is, so here, when you click, you don't have an image over here, see, but you can do a content section, and then you can either maybe write some text here or delete it, and click this plus icon, and then select this image. So you can put in an image here, and there we go. You see, so it's basically with the inline editor. So you click the plus, and then you have some options. You can put a button, you can put some code, you can put a video from Groove Video library, and images. So that should be it. Okie dokie. Let's just go on a couple more questions. Is it possible to now to fulfill GrooveMember memberships through a sale in GrooveKart? No, GrooveKart not yet. GrooveKart is also going to be implementing the brains that I mentioned earlier for GrooveMail. So every activity will be showing inside GrooveMail, and that's also being worked on. So when that happens, this will add all the automation to GrooveMail that we need. So if somebody makes a sale, or somebody purchases a product through GrooveKart, then do this action, like add them to a membership or anything else. Hi, David. I tried creating a new site using the complete site template, but when I enter the editor, it comes up blank. Let's just double check. I know that it happens when a funnel is selected. So a new funnel. When you start a funnel, the page will be blank. But let's just see if we actually select this. Test. So this plumber website was added. All right. So the home page is blank, but the rest are here. All right, we'll need to see what happens. Why the home page gets imported as blank. Let me just report it immediately. All right, so I just wrote, I'm on a QA lab right now, and the users reported that when you create a site with the complete site, the index page loads in blank because that's the only one that loaded in blank. Let's just try creating a new funnel with multiple pages, maybe this one. Let's see if the index page loads in blank for this one as well. All right, so this one works. It could be just the complete sites. We'll definitely check it out. Yeah, so we'll need to check for the complete sites, but at this moment, just the index pages is kind of losing the code on there. But we'll make sure that this is fixed by tomorrow. All right, where did we stop? Hi, David. I tried creating a new site using complete site. Okay, I believe this is the last one. Seems the more we are in the platform, the slower pages are loading. Hope I'm wrong and they are prepared for lots of growth. Not sure why, but it loads pretty fast. It could be you need to just refresh or something. Not sure what may be with this one. If you see this happening, please just report it to the customer support. Please record a video on what is the slow part, so we could look into it in more depth. Are there problems with servers this weekend? Yeah, I explained that at the beginning of the session. There were no problems with the servers. It's just that the pages, when they got migrated to the new database that we talked about last week, the site ID got changed, and that causes some things to kind of be differently in the builder, and parts of the build of the page builder doesn't recognize the new site ID. It wants to work with the old one, but the change happened now. They want to work with the new one, so it's kind of glitchy. So that's what we're working on right now. We've fixed a bunch of things already and a couple more to go. Hi David, I wanted to know if we have MailChimp integrated with Groove. Is there a way to have an opt-in contact who subscribed automatically gets added to both GrooveMail and MailChimp? Yes, you can do that with automations. So if you created a form, you can add, so you go to GrooveMail, you create a form, you can add them immediately to a list, or you can add a tag to the people, or you can add them to a sequence for GrooveMail. But to do this for MailChimp, you need to go to GrooveMail automations. So here we are in GrooveMail automations, and when you create an automation, you say if somebody filled out the form, or if somebody is tagged in a certain way. Let's just use if somebody filled out the form. Then add to integration. So not sure if you're seeing it. Okay, add to integration is the thing you need to select, and then just connect it with your MailChimp account. Select your list, and then select the actual list over here. There's a side scroll. You click add, and then basically that's it. Name your automation, and you're good to go. Make sure you scroll down and turn it on. So action resume. I'll actually ask for this one to be turned on immediately when you create an automation. It's just silly that it's turned off. But all right, yes, you could do that. There is an option in GrooveKart to send an email in a prospect birthday campaign. Is this a question or a statement? I don't think we have that in GrooveKart. If you found that, good. Okay. There is an option in GrooveKart to send an email to the prospect's birthday. I can't find how to do that with GrooveMail. We don't have that in GrooveMail because we don't have that automation right now. So that will be coming. We already have that planned for GrooveMail. Is GrooveKart going to integrate with GrooveMail? Yes. Alejandro, I would suggest maybe watch the Groove-a-thon. You will see what are the plans, and you will understand the whole concept of Groove better. We really want to create an integrated platform, and that involves GrooveKart as well, believe it or not. So I suggest go through Groove-a-thon. I think you will find it very interesting, because all of our plans and that we are kind of thinking of doing, and what is coming was mentioned in there. Will there be an updated roadmap available us for reference? Is there already one? Where can we find it? I will be creating an updated roadmap. It's just like there's so much things that I need to do. Yes, there will be a new roadmap. Okay, I answered that one. Yes, you can when editing. Okay, I think this is an answer for something else. Does Groove, they have integration with WordPress? No, at this moment we are not planning on one. Maybe in the future, maybe we'll have some sort of way to kind of use your pages in WordPress, like through an iframe or something. But most of the apps can be used with WordPress through embed codes. Like if you're using GrooveSell for selling your product, you could just copy the embed code and put up a checkout form on your WordPress site. So in case you prefer Elementor for your page builder, you could use that with, I don't know, GrooveWebinar or GrooveBlog or GrooveSell or Groove Affiliate even, and everything. This is how we created our platform, to be connected very simply with embed codes and to work with any page builder in the world. GroovePages itself, that does not have that functionality, because the page builder cannot work with a different page builder. But we will probably have some way to kind of embed an iframe or something like that, just to embed the web page into a blank page in WordPress to kind of load the code from us. But that's not the focus of this year. Maybe next year. When will GrooveMail automation be up, and will there be tutorials on how to use it? Yes, there will be tutorials like always, and GrooveMail automation will be up when actually GrooveMail automation is already up. It depends what you're exactly looking for. We are doing an improvement for that one, and that should be done somewhere in March, or if not earlier. Regarding earlier question, GrooveMember is currently set up as portals, membership courses. Could we suggest membership courses modules instead? No, because it goes portal, membership, course, module, chapter, lesson. So it's all there. We will have, if you don't need all of that stacking, if you don't need all of that kind of categories, we will have templates that kind of allow you to have a membership template where you have only one course, for example, and not multiple courses, and to kind of lay out the membership site and the course structure a little bit differently than for the ones where a lot of courses will go into one membership. That's planned, but for now we won't be changing the structure. It will be portal, membership, courses, modules, chapters, lessons. And currently the version 1 is also portals, memberships, and then we have categories, subcategories, and posts, which is basically just missing the courses. But courses are products. So products, like in GrooveSell, like in GrooveKart, you can sell something and package it up, and we will call that package membership. So that's the difference. All right. Can the student at bronze level in membership 1 or GrooveMember 1 upgrade to silver, gold from within the membership without going through the sales process again? How to set it up and how to place delayed lessons? That is not possible. We added that functionality in GrooveMember 2, but they would still need to go to the sales page. They cannot kind of upsell. You cannot upsell them without them actually putting in their credit card details and things like that. So if somebody purchased a level in GrooveMember version 2, there will be a lock for the things that they don't have access to. In GrooveMember version 2, when they will click on the lock, they will be asked, do you want to kind of access this? And then there will be a button to kind of be redirected over to the sales page. That's the process we have in version 2. In version 1, what I do is I create the levels to not be blocked, to kind of have, for example, the bronze level will have all of the bronze level content, and there will be a category, or there will be a section where it says upgrade, and then in upgrade I created separate posts where I upsell the people on upgrading. Hey David, is it okay to create a new account, call it my test account, and send over from my paid account a new funnel membership site, new funnel membership, etc.? You cannot send over memberships to a new account. That's not possible, but you can load in a site and a funnel. Currently, it allows I believe three imports to the free account. So yeah, you could, but we will be really doubling down on minimizing the functionalities that will be available for the free accounts. So for example, currently you can use a code embed on a free account. That won't be possible later. Currently you have I don't know, 3 sites and all sorts of different options within GroovePages. You won't have those many that many sites available within the free accounts anymore. When we transfer over to the monthly payments, we will be kind of putting restrictions on a lot of things within the free accounts. Hi again. When I add a video in GrooveMember by adding a YouTube link, the video is added to my library, which I don't want. Is this the only option? You can embed the videos directly onto the GrooveMember section. Like, for example, here when you click, you can choose a video which goes from the video library, and you could also do an embed. So in case you want to come on to this one, and let's just see, maybe this, you can embed the code from here into GrooveMember by pasting the code like this. You click enter, and there you go, you see the video. The difference between this and when you actually add a video, when you add a video like this, difference is that here you are using a Groove video player. So here you can see this is a video from YouTube. Let me see if I have any more of those videos from YouTube. I don't think I have. Anyway, the difference is that the YouTube player will be, a Groove video player will be used here, which will allow you to connect it to GrooveMail later on, and tag and show up on email form and all sorts of different things. So if you bring it to Groove Video, you will have a Groove Video player. If you embed the player, you won't have the Groove Video functionalities. But yeah, it's allowed, as you can see. Just embed the code here. All right. I just lost the questions. All right, here we go. When I tried to move a page to a new funnel, it still says stays in pages. Is there a way to get them out of pages? And I named the funnel, but when I clicked on move, it kept saying funnel 1. Just log out, do a hard reload, and log back. There's not much I can do about that. You saw it works. You probably just need to refresh your account. Just log out, do a hard reload, and try again. So we just have to wait. If we still have pages with a red dot, yes. It says, I will push another fix, so user won't need to republish the entire site to be able to single page publish. Okay, so the fix for the red dots are coming tonight, and also the single page templates, and also publishing. It seems that the publishing with single pages has some issues. In a lifetime access, can I put my VA to access all the features? Currently, I hope I'm wrong. It can only be done on GrooveKart settings. Yes, that's correct. So at this moment, GrooveKart is the only one that that allows team member access. We are working on that one globally for Groove, and that's. I showed a screenshot of that one last time. I believe that was last year in December when I was doing a Q&A. It is great. It is looking good. What we're working on right now is the invites and the email sending and approval of the team members. So when you can give them access, and when you can kind of kick them out so that they don't have any more access to your account. That's what we're working on. And also the emails that will be sent, like the content of the email, the link that they click, so that the approval happens in the background. So that's being worked on right now. On GrooveMember, I would like to know how to release specific courses to different clients who are subscribing to different packages. Bronze, silver. Is this covered in last week's Groove-a-thon? Yes. You can also check out the GrooveMember version 2 update with myself and the Barshi. This was explained there as well. By when will the restriction on free accounts take effect? And where can I access those restrictions? You cannot see those restrictions if you're in a paid membership or a paid member. If you are a free member, you will see those restrictions at the end of our launch. So it should be 23rd of February. Is there a way to bulk import course photos like card covers and lesson covers? I did try a file upload, but then there was an option there was not an option when selecting a photo. You cannot bulk import photos, unfortunately, Jody, you can you need to upload them one by one. But I did try file upload, but there was not an option when selecting photos. Yeah, so the file upload is not for that one. You cannot bulk upload your images inside the files section of GrooveMember. That's just used for a completely different purpose. That's for fulfillment. That's like when you have a download section for a PDF or a zip file or something like that. This is where you upload them in the files section. We have an image library that needs to be used for images specifically. About creating the test account, but what about test account once the new user management system is up? Agency, basically I have an agency and I would like to place a site funnel course into a new account, call it test, then upgrade it when the customer is satisfied. Hope you understand. There will be possibilities, but still the actual account will be restricted. What the user management system will allow you is when you are logging into Groove and you are added as a team member somewhere else. So you log into Groove and you will be immediately asked, log in under your account or log in under the account of the person that added you as a team member. So you will be selecting which account you want to go in. If you select your test account, the restrictions will still be there. If you select the other account that has added someone as a team member, that account will probably have no restrictions because it should be a paid account. Can I have my client buy my enterprise course through a GrooveMember and have 10 users automatically created with passwords if my client is a company and needs the course to be used by 10 employees? This, I'm thinking about it, but with proper passwords, no. This would need to be created manually, or you create a form and automate that through the form, but still somebody will need to add those people manually. So here's what to do. Okay, I'm going to draw it out for you guys. So let's just say that this is your membership and you want to add 10 people. So I'm going to say, let me just use somebody like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, perfect. So you have 10 people that need to get access to the membership, that is the box on the left. So how you would do it is one person will buy, this will be probably the manager. One person buys the access and creates accounts through a form, which will be, let me find a form. Let's just call this a form. You will need to create a Groove Mail form, which the person, the boss man who bought the access, needs to fill out. Let's just put in a credit card payment over here. All right. So the boss man paid. Now he's redirected over to a form to fill out. And then once he fills out, each and every one of these people will get added one by one. That's the only thing that I can offer you. There's no kind of bulk access like buy in bulk and then 10 people can get imported. So this is the way that it works right now. Come on, there we go. So to do that, you set up a product where you can say something like 10 member access. Okay? So you are selling the product where you set up not only one person get access, but you set up somebody to to have 10 people access the membership or the course or something like that. So when the 10 member access is purchased, then this happens. So one person will buy it, but one person will be redirected over to a page with the form on it. All right. And then once the form is filled out, then the names will one by one gain access to it. And then what you really need to do once this is done is come into GrooveMail and set up a form. Create the form like 10x members package. All right. And then you ask for the user's name, first name, last name, and that's it. You don't ask them for the password through this form. Like add your members in for the membership access. Okay. And you can automate this form that whoever fills it out gets added. You will need to control manually how many people get added, because this form will allow 20 people as well. There's no way to kind of set it up, only allow 10 people. So that you will need to manually track. But once you set up the form of 10x members added, then you set up an automation which says if somebody filled out the form, 10x members, then add them to a membership. All right. And then you select the membership, you select the access levels, and then you're good to go. And then you say like 10x members access. That's the way I would suggest you to do it right now, because there is no way for you to know the email addresses of people. Another way to do it is when somebody purchased the 10 members bundle, then they email you the name and email, and then you go and manually add them in. That's another way. And this is a little bit more secure because you can control how many actual people get added. That's the two ways I would suggest. All right, let's just see the next question. Members portal in GrooveKart. If I have existing membership with WordPress plugin and product subscription using WooCommerce subscription, can the subscription be transferred over to Groove? No, we cannot handle subscriptions. Especially GrooveKart will have the subscription management or the subscription option, but you won't be able to kind of transfer subscriptions. That's not possible with any platform out there. When the upsell section is placed in membership, can this be a clone page of the upsell page in hidden pages area of the funnel, or should this be a new funnel site? So I believe you're talking about version 1. Let me show you how I managed my own memberships when I was in version 1. So this is my butterfly marketing membership, and I am in the actual course settings. So here you can see, if I move to this side, here you can see my freebie. So I set up a butterfly marketing system. So I have a freebie where I deliver something that everybody gets, and I have an upgrade option. This upgrade option will be just basically a video with an upgrade now button. You see, this is what everybody gets. This is what the freebie does. If somebody upgrades, they will get access to the main product, which at this moment I don't think I have set up, but it does not matter. Okay, let's just say that they get this beautiful thing when they upgrade. And if there's another upgrade, then you can create another upsell category like this one, and then just show another upsell opportunity like the video and basically what I just did here. Not here, but here. You just create this type of page. See, so you click, when they click the upgrade button, you transfer them over to a GrooveSell checkout page, and that's it. So you explain the product. If they want to upgrade, they click, and I get transferred over to the GrooveSell checkout page where I can purchase the access to that. That's how I would do it, or that's how I actually did it. This is how I was teaching the butterfly marketing concept, but with the version 2 GrooveMember, it will be easier because you can click on the lock itself and then it will show up, do you want to upgrade? And then you click yes, then it redirects you over to a sales page or a checkout page, whatever you want. Are there any videos showing how to connect Amazon SES with GrooveMail? I have set this up twice. The email has been verified and it still will not send. Dwayne, make sure that your Amazon SES account is a real activated account that is not in test mode, or let me just see. It should be how do they call that in Amazon SES? Give me just one moment. In production mode, I believe they call it a production mode. It may be that your account is still in test mode with Amazon SES, so make sure that it's turned on to be in production mode. Once it's in production mode, then you should be good to send emails. Create a coupon discount code for employees. Create a corporate member access at a higher price than a regular. When he signs up, he gets a coupon code to share. The problem with this one is, Drew, that they still need to provide a credit card if they are using a coupon code. So to go over that, I would suggest the form signups. Coupon codes won't ever work without a credit card, and the reason is because if you have a funnel, let me just show you here. So there is a lot of requests on the feedback portal, like, why don't you allow for us to check out? Like, let's just say that this is the checkout form, and this is the add coupon field. And then maybe the buy button, where I can say buy. Oh, all right. So let's just say that this is the checkout. When you add a coupon over here, you probably expect it to be a $0.00 price, but that's still not enough for the happiness of the software, because bigger like this. It may be that it's 0, but it's still going to ask you in the next step the credit card details, and that's how it is by design. Because what if you actually have an upsell page, or what if you have a downsell page? If you have something like this, do you want this product as well? And then it does not have a way to understand that you don't or do want this product, because you can turn on the one-click upsells, and then if this is in, then the whole system gets messed up. So when you add a coupon, we will never not ask you for the credit card, because this is how it needs to be, because we fully accept the one-click upsells. That's basically it. So yeah, Drew had a great idea. If you want to ask for a credit card from every employee, then that is the way to go. All right. It would be possible to have a demo version of GrooveMember, like we can show people how it looks like a course in GrooveMember. Not sure I understand. You could create your own demo version, like create a membership real quick and show it to people that you are kind of communicating with. Like, everybody can create their demo. We created our own active memberships that we use, and this is what we show off usually. But I don't think we will create a demo so that everyone can access it, because I mean, there's Groove Growth. It was created in GrooveMember version 1, but yeah, at this moment we don't have an active membership with GrooveMember version 2 that we could kind of give access to everybody. So create your own demo. That will be the way to go. Hi David, please, on Tuesday you and Mike showed the Groove Mail. The conditional split had 2 dots, one to connect, one on true force. I don't see that anymore. Did they change it? No, it's actually there. I just saw it earlier. Give me just one moment. Let me show you. If you go to sequences in Groove Mail, and if you go and create a sequence, you have a conditional split. This is the logic option here at the bottom. So you set up the conditional split, and then you say this one, and then maybe this one. Okay. And I have set up the conditional split over here. You see? So if somebody if this is false, then I can get them. Anyway, I can get them here. If it is true, and I can get them here. And then connect this here, and then it will just skip. That's it. All right, we will have 14 more minutes to go. I want to finish at 2-hour mark. Software must have happiness. Will GrooveMember 2 have a draft mode and live mode per page or lesson? That's a cool thing to add, Jody. So I would suggest you maybe request that on the feature request portal. Mine does not show 2 dots. It shows only 1 dot. That is not really possible. If you use the conditional split, it should show 2 dots like false and true. It really needs to have that. If for some magical reason it doesn't, please reach out to the support team and they would be able to look into it for you. And I'm not showing my screen, but I just went in there and clicked around just to see if this is actually showing 1 dot or 2. But yeah, I think I came to the end of the questions. Yeah. All right, perfect. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming back on Wednesday. For those of you that just joined recently, we will be doing 3 different Q&As this week. This will be basically 1 today, 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Friday. All right, so it is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, 6 p.m. Central European time, which is my time zone, and the converted to Eastern America time zone is at noon Eastern Standard Time. Hey man, is it possible to have an update on the new GrooveKart editor and possible demo? I cannot show a possible demo, but I can show you the designs that will be added real soon. Let me just spoil it for everybody. I believe this was shown a couple days ago in the GrooveKart demo. This is what we are working on currently in integrating a new product setup for GrooveKart. So currently the way you set up products is pretty much a long process. What we want to do is adding in products should be really simple, and this type of flow will make it possible. But I believe you're talking more about the template changes, or not the template, but the builder changes. So this is what's going to come. When you have the builder, you will be having all of those same kind of options like before. This is how the pages navigation will look like, the templates. and we will have these customization options. So the customization option is going to be for your theme. So you set up a theme, and then you set up, okay, I want the fonts to be this one, I want the colors to be this, I want the links to be this, and basically everything else. This is also going to work with heading customization. So we will have finally heading customizations, and we will also have a new menus for the top, so basically for element specific menus. When you click on something, you'll have element specific menus. Quick alignment options on here, more options when you click on the three dots, and then the rest, which is kind of save the element, clone it, move it or copy it to another page, delete it, or set up some different column widths. You see buttons will have quick sizing options. Images will have this one, selecting a color, linking, and we'll have up and down arrows like in GroovePages. I believe that's the thing that I have. Hold on, let me see. I believe these are the designs that I have so far. Yeah, so that's basically it. We have from the design perspective, not a lot of things that I can show you, but from the version that is coded, it will be a big change. There is a lot of extra small features that are going to be coming into the visual builder. It will be pretty powerful, and yeah, that's the update I have so far. We are also finalizing the subscriptions. I'm not quite sure if we are going to make it live before this product setup is done or with it, but the subscriptions are also getting finalized. Easy to follow tutorials will make a lot of happier customers. I would love to be able to use the tutorials to set up my Groove apps, but they need to be revamped and make easier to follow. You don't necessarily need to watch our tutorials if you don't like it. Just type in what you're looking for. If you're building in GroovePages, just type in GroovePages tutorial in YouTube, for example. If people are saying, oh, I cannot use Groove because they don't have short tutorials, that's just an excuse, I believe. If you just Google what you're looking for, if you just type it in YouTube, if you just search for stuff, you will find the stuff that you're looking for. Everything can be found, and even if you're not finding anything except our own videos are timestamped, so you can really not say, oh my god, it's so long. Like, go into the timestamps and see what you actually need to know. You don't have to learn the whole thing. You can just really go in and find what you're looking for with the timestamps. I know shorter videos make it easier to follow, but shorter videos also make it longer, because you need to know a lot of these to kind of go through one simple walkthrough. So yeah, that's it. There is also a Groove.how. If you didn't know, there is Groove.how. Oops, I mistyped it. Groove.how. Okay. This is also a place where you can go and find answers to a lot of different apps that we have. I don't know, if you're looking for GrooveBlog, click on GrooveBlog and see the different things that we have. We chunked up some of our videos from previous sessions, and we uploaded them here, and he explains you things nicely. So there you go, Groove.how. All right. I will be finishing today's Q&A session for today. Hopefully, I managed to answer a lot of your guys' questions. We'll be doing the Q&A number 3 on Wednesday, same time, same place. And if you have any more questions, feel free to join. And yeah, until then, I wish you a pleasant rest of the week. And yeah, see you on the next sessions. Goodbye.